was when that first email.
That very first email,
started.
and I remember because I opened it and I read the message, and my immediate thought was, absolutely, there was no question whatsoever that we would arrange this and we would make it happen.
Yeah.
And so we booked everything, we came up, did the first workshop, and it was amazing, wasn't it? It was just easy,
Yeah.
it was natural, we connected from that very first moment. And since then, you know, we've been so blessed and so grateful to PSYCH-K for bringing us together, because we realised that getting to know each other, our whole lives have paralleled
Yes.
as well in really spooky ways.
It was astounding, wasn't it?
It was incredible, because even our children are exactly the same age. There's a month difference between them, and they were so similar. We had exactly the same experiences growing up from childhood, which blew our minds.
Parallel.
And I remember the car journey.
Yes.
Going back to the station, because we
Yes,
thought it would be a one-off, and it
Like a
wasn't, was
single
it?
workshop.
Yeah, and that would be it. But actually, we went back in the car and looked at each other and said, "Shall we do this again?"
Yeah.
And we're like, "Yeah."
And I remember thinking at the time, well, you know, I'd had a body of clients who were saying, you know, can we take the workshop? I said, you know, absolutely. So I remember saying to you at the time, well, that would be amazing, but I just don't know whether there'll be enough interest. But, you know, let's give it a go, because I would love to do that. I'd love to collaborate together.
Yeah.
And so we did, and that started a beautiful journey over 3-4 years or so, wasn't it?
a few years, wasn't it? Yeah.
Where you would come and teach, I would host and do all the organisation, and I didn't even know, you know, sponsoring workshops was a thing at the time. I just didn't know that.
Yeah.
But that started this real beautiful partnership where we worked together.
Yeah.
And it became an opportunity for us to come together and spend time together.
That was it,
over and
wasn't
above
it?
supporting and helping others.
Because we couldn't see each other regularly, because
No.
you were in Leeds,
Yes.
I was in Cardiff, we both had young children,
Yeah.
so it was a perfect opportunity for us to get together, and just our relationship and our beautiful friendship just grew from there. And you know, we're soul sisters.
We definitely are.
We think in the same way, we have the same ideas at the same time. And do you remember the time, the story, where I was on the train? So I was on the train travelling to Leeds to teach, I think it was a basic workshop. And I suddenly had this feeling that it wasn't right for me to come up and keep teaching in Leeds. My daughter was getting a bit older, needed me a bit more. And then I was thinking, how can I tell you?
Yeah.
How can I say to you, it feels like I can't come up to teach anymore. That just didn't sound right.
Strange.
And then you said, I've got something to tell you.
Because in the meantime, probably knowing the way that we work, synchronicity, you know, colliding at the same time, I would imagine.
Yeah.
And you had, you know, have just been the most amazing mentor and support, alongside being my soul sister, you know, without a doubt. But, you know, over those years, having that continued support, and I remember you saying to me, have you not thought, Sharon, about, you know, the journey to be a PSYCH-K instructor? And I remember saying, and it's laughable now, isn't it? I remember saying, no, this is not on my path. I'm really happy, you know, with the way that we're working, collaborating together. And of course it created the opportunity for us to meet and to share time together. And in that moment that you describe, when you were traveling on the train and thinking, how can I tell Sharon that I can't continue to travel in the same way we've been doing, and coming together in Leeds, this insight just dropped in that was the next step for me. And so you said, I said, I've got something to tell you, and
I was like, I've got something to tell you as
We
well.
instantly knew that was the next step, the next journey, you know, this next path that we were going to take on that journey together.